Welcome to the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. Thank you for joining us today. We're working on a weekend project. It is a flannel or fleece or even cotton project. If you want to use flannel or cotton, I would suggest pinking shears for the project, okay? This is a no-sew, and we've got three fun ideas here. So we have, first off, is a pillow cover or a pillow, like to cover a pillow, or to make one. If you have extra batting bits, like I do here at the quilt shop, I have all these little bits and bobs that sometimes I just don't know what to do with. Chop them up and you make stuffing. So you can make your own stuffing out of the extra batting bits, okay? So that's what I did here with this one. It was just actually a panel piece that I had. It was an extra chunk. I took the Winnie the Pooh out of it and I stuffed all the bits of batting that I had chopped up on the inside, okay? So you would have a pillow to begin with, okay? You could probably recover one that's not looking too fancy on the couch, so you can give it a new life. So what I have here is a pillow that's about 10 inches this way, and I think it was about 20 inches this way. Yeah, about 20 inches this way. So what I was doing, it was giving it 3 inches extra on each side. So I gave it 3 inches here, 3 inches here, 3 inches here, and 3 inches here, and then cut my piece of fabric. Well, we still have to do it on the other side, but okay, so and then that gives us room to be able to cut in to a certain line and then take those two fibers or strips and then tie them together really easy, okay? Super fun and easy. Okay, so that's about 3 inches on that side. Go to about 3 inches on that side. Okay, and then we'll make a cut. Okay, just like that. Now what we want to do is when we take our piece of fabric, we want to come in with our marking tool so we know where our cut line is going to be, okay? So all around this project, we're going to have a cut line. Hold on, let me get to... Okay, so once we mark our line where we're going to cut to, okay? It's just a visual guideline. You don't really want to go past that too much or your project's not going to fit in between, right? So we're going to mark in on the 3 inches on both sides. Okay. And then same with the lengthwise. So width and length. Come in 3 inches and do a little mark. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come in with your, if you're using fleece or like a flannel, a flannel like this, then you can use just regular snip scissors. But if you're using flannel like this, you're going to want to come in with a pair of pinking shears and come in and go all the way down to that line. Give about a spacing about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Okay, and then just keep on trucking. When it comes to the corner edges here, scoot this up so you can see it better. What I did is I came in equal, like diagonal, right across from the point to point. Okay. All the way right there. And then on this one, I kind of came in at an angle. And then same on the other side. I come in straight. Okay. And then this one, I kind of came in at an angle. So you have kind of four little angly pieces here that are going to be a little, you know, obviously cut on like on a wedge, okay? And then once you have all your strips cut, okay. Now this is what it is going to be for the pillow cover, okay? So what I found is once you get to your corners, you tie your corners first. And then you'll be able to put your pillow in, and then you can tie all the pieces all the way around. I did make a scarf, okay? That's the second one. First is a pillow cover, second is a scarf. You cut the piece of fabric, the width of the fabric, and then 10 inches long. And then again, you come in about, 3 inches, and to be able to tie, only tied every other one, okay? And then that ends up being a nice little scarf that you can tuck in around yourself, and then you put your little jacket up. I love all this little here. This like a little fling fling or bing bling. I love it. Okay. So it's definitely one you could easily, put off in put out no time. Oh my goodness, words are hard today. Words are hard. And then the third one is, of course, doing this in a blanket form, which I have done for Pop. Oh, this is probably about 20 years old. It's been a long time, and it did the same thing. I did come down a little bit further, maybe about 3.5 inches when it came to the blanket. I used 2 pieces of polar fleece, the same size. You could do the same thing with flannel, same thing with cotton. Just with flannel and cotton, you want to make sure you're using the pinking shears instead, because if you give it a pinking sheared edge, you're going to get less fray. With fleece, you don't necessarily have to. In fact, fleece usually has something kind of like a stretchy fling to it. So when you're tying it, it can be kind of fun, right? We've had some ties come out throughout the last 20 years, but it's easy enough to tie back in. So this is a great project. Once you do all your cutting, you can sit in front of the movie, or sit in front of a movie or a show, or famous, whatever you got going on for your normal traditions for this time of year, and have some fun. Make some popcorn, have some fun. For this, finish off this pillow. Okay, coming up straight to the line. The reason why I only did every other tie for the scarf one is because it was pulling it too close together, and it was the little knots were getting too close. So I thought if you left it every other one to tie, it actually looks quite pretty. Okay, so now I'm coming towards the center here, or the corner. Again, before I put in that last little trim, I'm going to come in diagonal. Okay, and then come in another one straight. There we go. Okay, turn this around. Okay. There. Sorry, try to get down to the line. And don't worry about if you make a little mess like that. It's going to be tied and fluffed, and it's all right. No big deal. This is a good project to work with maybe youngins. They can definitely tie. They know how to tie their shoes. They can definitely tie a little project like this. No so fun project. Okay, so once you get all those done, you can take your pillow, plop it in the center. Okay, remember you need 2 pieces for this. I'm going to take the side that's open and just put it towards this way. Okay, cover it up, and then start at the corners. Okay, so you want to line up your fabrics. Make sure you got the right corner pieces going with the right corner pieces. Okay. Oh, there we go. So definitely this one and this one. Okay, so we can start with that one. Okay, do the 2 or the 3, whatever makes you happy. There we go, do those ones. And then once you get your corners stabilized, that's when you can kind of come along and do the sides, because then that way you know your project is going to stay right where it needs to. Those corners that are folded or already knotted are going to keep your project kind of center. Okay, so you're not going to get all weebly wobbly, which can easily happen. Okay, take those 2, fold it, and tie. And then you just keep working your way around. Okay, I have one here with another pillow that I made. Like again, this is the one I said it was a bit of a panel piece from Winnie the Pooh. Cut out Winnie the Pooh, and I had some Piglet and little book parts left over. So, and of course this adds like a really nice little fun effect, and it's a very comfy pillow. Very comfy pillow. Okay, so I did my corners, coming around. I'm going to take my 2 pieces, maybe you can see it better that way. Sorry. Okay, and then tie and tie. You want to go at least 3.5 inches to give yourself something to tie with, right? You don't want it too short. And the fact that the length is actually going to help keep the knot in place. If you do too short, the knot could come out, okay? So there you have 3 fun, fantastic, easy, no-sew gifts or projects you can make for yourself, for your loved ones, for the neighbor. And not a sewing machine in sight. And in no time at all, you got yourself a really fun pillow. Nap time. Love it. And of course you can do 2 different types of fleece. You can do 2 different colors of flannel. You could do whatever it is that makes you happy in your project. So I will finish chopping this one up and tying it. Only every other one for the scarf though. Okay, every other one. And then that way it sits nice and cuddly, and I can put it in my jacket. And I don't have, I do like a long scarf, and I do have a few long scarves, but I wanted one just to kind of like tuck in my shirt, just like this. Just to kind of keep that wind, as we know, in Nova Scotia, it's like too lazy to go through you, too lazy to go around you, goes right through you. So, and then just tuck in right that, and it looks and feels really soft and comfortable. So, thank you everyone. You take care. You have yourself a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you next time. Okay? See you soon.